The Ark Encounter is located in Williamstown, Kentucky. That's in the northern part of the state, about 45 minutes south of Cincinnati, Ohio, and about 45 minutes north of Lexington, Kentucky. As you can see by this map, when you first pull in, this is the parking area. There is a $15 parking fee or $20 if you have an oversized vehicle. Now this is where you will buy your tickets if you haven't already, and then you will hop on a bus, and the bus will take you all the way down to the Ark. We went December 29th, 4 days after Christmas, and they still have their Christmas lights up. So make sure you stay to the end to see what that looks like. But it was so refreshing to see how busy this place was for all these people here to learn about God and the Bible. I put the price of admission up on the screen. Of course, they have the single day pass. They have a combo pass, which we did, which you can also get into their creation museum, which is about 45 minutes north of here. So we did the combo pass, but they also have a 3-day bouncer pass. And the price of admission might seem kind of high, but you really do spend all day here. So it's worth the money, and you know it's going for a good cause. The price of admission does include a carousel ride, zoo and the petting zoo, the playground, the resident concert, plus of course exploring the whole Ark. But then there are extras that you can pay for, which is a fossil find, zip lines, camel rides, virtual reality, and more. There are lots of food options here. There's a barbecue smokehouse, there's a Southwestern grill which sells tacos and churros, and there is a burger place that sells hot dogs and pizza. There's a cafe in the Answer Center. If you're in the Ark and you're hungry, there are quick stops where you can get drinks and snacks on every floor. And when we got there, by the time we got through the gates and then we were at the park, we were all hungry, so we decided to eat at their buffet, which was really good. After finishing our lunch, which was one of the best buffets we ever had, it was time to explore Noah's Ark. Walking outside and underneath it, you really get a feel for how massive this structure is. It's currently the largest timber frame structure in the world. Coming in at 510 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 51 feet high, they get these measurements from the Bible, which the Bible says 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. And what is a cubit? A cubit is an ancient measurement of length based on the distance of the elbow to the tip of the finger. And obviously that size can vary. Now, it can vary anywhere from 17.5 to about 20.6 inches. And the measurement that they settled on was 20.4 inches. So that's where they got the length to build Noah's Ark from. I love how they show how they may have kept all the animals and how they fed them and how they got rid of their waste. And I love how they talk about animal kinds. Noah didn't need every single type of animal species. He just needed their kind. And in the Bible, it talks about animal kinds. Now, we all know, for example, dogs. Even scientists today say that all dogs came from wolves. So all they needed for the dog kind was 2 wolves, a male and a female, and they were able to reproduce once they got off the boat. I love how time and time again they say how important the Bible is in our lives, how it is God's truths. These aren't just fairy tales that we read about. These things actually happen. And if the devil can convince you that the flood didn't exist, then he can convince you that heaven and hell aren't real, and that is not a good thing. There is a flood of information inside Noah's Ark. I'm going to link Answers in Genesis, which is their ministry's YouTube channel, in the description below, also their website. So if you are interested in learning more, I highly recommend visiting their YouTube channel and their website. Did you know that Jesus even talks about Noah? In Matthew 24, verse 37, he says, "When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days before the flood, the people were enjoying banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat. People didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes." Now, after going through the Ark and the zoo, we did the 4D ride, my older son and I, and that was an extra about $25, $15 for me and $10 for him, and then the boys rode the carousel ride. I'm a visual person, so going to a place like this where I can touch, I can see, I can learn, it was really exciting for me and my kids. And the places of the Bible, like Israel, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Turkey, Syria, these modern day places, most people aren't going to go to. So to bring the Bible to us, where we can see and touch and learn, is so awesome. And I definitely think we need more places like this in America.